guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Nikki and I'm so happy to have you all here with me. I'm in the mood to play around with some makeup, do a look. You know, you just have one of those days where you want to dive into the makeup and just have some fun and kind of escape a little bit. So that's what I want to do now. I've already done my skincare, my mascara, and I've already put some eyeshadow primer on my eyelids. So let's get into this. I invite you to come hang out. I'm just going to grab a couple brushes and we'll get into it. For the palette that I will be using today, I've decided on the Milani Gilded Nudes palette. This one right here. There are some really nice colors in this palette, nice color story. So I thought that for today I would be using these two shades right here. This one is called Little Spoon and this one's called DGAF. Those are the only two shades I think I'm going to be using. I might dip into the shade here also offline, so we'll see. So let's go ahead and grab the first brush. I'm going to be using this brush right here. This is the Sonia Kutrak, which again I'm probably mispronouncing. And ignore my hair. I just threw my hair up in a ponytail. Tomorrow I'm going to be washing my hair, so just had to do a ponytail kind of hairdo today. So I think the first thing I do want to go in with is the shade right here, Offline. So I'm going to go ahead and pick some of that up. Just put it in the outer corner here. Going to pick up a little bit more. Just going to take a look, see how that's looking. Now I want to apply some of that same eyeshadow on the other eye. Just going to pick some up here. Going to get a little bit more. Now I'm going to go into the next shade, which is Little Spoon. A little bit of pick-me-up there, what I call pick-me-up when the eyeshadow kind of just crumbles everywhere. I call it pick-me-up. It's a really pretty shade. It's very, very pigmented, which I really like. Just be sure if you're using this palette and you're using that shade called again Little Spoon, tap off that brush because you're going to get eyeshadow everywhere. I'm going to go ahead and put some on the other eye and then I'm going to blend that out. It's looking a little crazy, but we'll fix it in a moment. Okay, I want to blend this out a little bit. Let's blend out the other side. And I do want to dip into one more shade in this palette. And I think that shade's going to be, I'm going to go into a little bit of the shade right here called Boozy Brunch. What a cute name. As you can see, I've already hit pan on that. So I've really been loving this palette. I've had it for quite some time. And I think you just can't go wrong with Milani cosmetic products. I definitely want to get another Milani palette. Give me one moment. I just want to see how this is looking off camera. Now for the very last shade I'm going to be using for this eye look. I'm going to be using this one right here called DGAF. AF. You can use a brush, but I'm just going to go in with my finger. Let's see if I can swatch it for you guys. That's what she looks like. I'll take a better swatch later on. So let's pick some up with the finger. Let's put it on the lower lid. I like it. I'm going to go ahead and put some on the other lower eyelid. This is how the eye look is looking so far. I still need to blend it out a little bit more and do some eyeliner. Let me come up a little bit closer and show you. I really love this eyeshadow, these two shades. So I'm going to use my Luxie 231 small tapered blending brush just to kind of blend out these shades a little bit. Just go in very lightly. That's what I'm doing. All right, let me grab another brush here, not that one. So now I'm going to use the Luxie 221 flat definer brush for my eyeliner, and we got some choices here. We got some choices. I think what I'm going to do is just use a little bit of offline, this one right there, just to start it, because I don't want to be too dark. Definitely think we're going to have to go in with something else as well. I think we're definitely going to have to go in with something a little bit darker. So I'm going to just dip into this other shade just a little bit. This is called Hit Snooze. So I'm just going to just dip in a little bit. And let's do some on the other eye. I'm going to go with that shade first. Go into Hit Snooze. Gonna do a little concealer. My eyes are done. Trying to get all I can out of this concealer because it's nearly done. I'm very bummed about that. I'm going to let this kind of sit on here for a moment. I'm going to grab my foundation in a moment as well. But let me get the next brush I'm going to need, and I'll be right back to kind of blend that out. Time to do the eyebrows. And I'm going to be using my Holy Grail e.l.f. Wild Brow in the shade Brunette. Going to blend out that concealer. And I'm going to go and grab the blush, and we're going to do blush, first foundation and then blush, and then do our lips. See you in a minute. For foundation, I am using one of my Holy Grails. I have quite a few Holy Grails. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation Concealer in 03 Light Beige. This is my backup. Just going to put some in the back of my hand and grab my disposable beauty sponge. I just realized I just did my blush and I didn't even share with you what blush I was using. So let me show you now. I'm using the Tarte blush in the shade Peaceful, and that's what it looks like. Last thing I need to do is my lips, so I am going to be using the Maybelline Lifter Gloss, this one right here, and this is in the shade 008 Stone. I am doing this without lip liner because I'm just really not in the mood to use lip liner today. I'm just going to look in the mirror to make sure I don't have lip gloss going all over the place. So just give me 1 second. I had so much fun doing this look. Just doing makeup in general, sitting down and, playing around with makeup, for me personally, is like something I love to do, but also when I'm like really overwhelmed, I've had a long week, it's just like my great escape. To just get away from all the stress of things going on in life. For me, just sitting down and doing makeup really helps me a lot. What helps you guys? I'm curious to know when you're overwhelmed and life is just going crazy, you got a lot going on, and you need to escape. What do? I hope I'm not the only one that escapes by sitting down and having some fun with the makeup, but for me personally, that really helps me a lot. Let me come up close and just give you a final look as to how this all turned out. I am very pleased with the way the whole look turned out. I love how the eyes really turned out. It's very, very pigmented. It's not too overwhelming. It's like the perfect look in my opinion. So let me come up close and show you the eyes first. So this is the eyes. The rest of my makeup. I really like it a lot. This video will be going up on Saturday. I hope you guys will enjoy watching it. If you did, consider, of course, giving it a like. And if you're not yet subscribed, consider smashing that subscribe button. You know that I would love to have you. I will be certain to include some photos of this look and also swatches of the shades I used. And as always, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.